Hey guys, so today I want to talk to you about the number one mistake I see with marketing and insurance agencies. And it's actually pretty simple once we lay it out here, but it's just such an integral piece, and I think it's so simple, and we're professionals, so we don't think about this stuff. But what I want to take you through today is really the customer flow process in their minds and how we have to bridge a couple gaps to really make any type of marketing effective. And I don't care if we're talking direct mail, email, if we're social media, Facebook, anything of that nature, or even just on the phone with somebody. These are the types of thoughts that go through the customer's head and what we have to do to bridge some gaps here. So I'm going to show you on my board now. I apologize for my horrible drawings, but it's the best I could do. All right, so this is the customer flow process. And what I find happens is that agents want to jump right into what they have to sell, or why you shouldn't shop insurance just based on price alone, which obviously is something we all know why the consumer should do that, but they don't know that, and that's part of the issue. A lot of the times in marketing, what I'll see is, make sure you're not just shopping on price because you could lose it all, which is a blanket statement, and a consumer doesn't know what you mean by that. Or, give the Davis Agency a call because we can get you a great price on car insurance with great coverage. Well, they don't really care why they need great coverage. So what we have to focus on is not so much jumping ahead to what we have to offer and why we're offering it. We need to make them aware of the problem first, right? So when we're going against the grain, so to speak, a lot of companies are really just hammering price on people, and that's what's become important in the insurance industry. So we need to be different, okay? What we need to do is we need to sell on value. And how do we do that? We make them aware of whatever the problem is. We know as insurance agents the problem with bad coverage is the risk of lawsuit, okay? So we have to make them aware of that problem. All right, so that's the first thing I have here, is we got to make them problem aware. All right, and so what that basically entails is if you're doing any type of marketing, like I said, it could be anything from emails to Facebook to direct mail, doesn't matter. A question you need to put out there first is, would you be okay if you got sued and lost everything? Nothing about car insurance in that statement at all. All right, but what that does is it gets that process thinking in their head. Obviously, well, no, I don't want to get sued and lose everything. And then what we can do is, once that problem is aware, did you understand that your car insurance could then protect you from losing everything? You see how it's flipped around a little bit there? What we do at that point is we're making them problem aware. Okay, now once you make them problem aware, the next step is you have to start in on the car insurance conversation. So we're bridging that gap of the problem over to the solution. The solution is to have good coverages on your car insurance, okay? And so once they're at this point, now we can talk to them. Now we can have that conversation of why bad liability limits, state minimums, or not carrying certain coverages that you can elect, why that's a bad idea, why that leaves them vulnerable to a lawsuit. At that point, we're in the solution stage, right? All right, so now they're solution aware. They understand, okay, I need this is why I need this, and I need to reevaluate some things. After we make them solution aware, we then ultimately can now go to product aware, okay? And that's where you come in. That's where you say, you know what, I'm glad we had this conversation, I'm glad we talked, here's the product I have that can help you out. And so now you're product aware. And at this point is hopefully when the transaction is made. Okay, but you can't skip ahead. You have to make them aware of the problem before you jump to the solution or the product, because 99% of marketing I see by local insurance agents, the better ones will jump at least to here, to the solution, but most of the time I see them trying to make people product aware before they've done either of these two things, right? So do you see how the mindset of the client has to be really catered to when we're doing something like this? And like I said, this is across all mediums, even a phone conversation. If you're telling them, you really should take a look at your coverages, you need to tell them why first. You need to open that ended question of, would you be prepared if you were in a lawsuit to lose everything? And obviously the answer is going to be no to that. And that's when you start the conversation of, well, here's why I asked that question. And that needs to be on all your ads, any type of direct mail you're doing, emails, and the phone conversations. Okay, I hope you take this and use it in your agency, because this is really the key to having effective marketing. All right, you need to do these three things, and you need to do it in order. Don't introduce a product or even a solution before you've let them and help them identify the problem, because now when you've helped them identify the problem, guess what? you're the expert, and you're the expert throughout this entire process. All right, so I hope this helped you guys out. You know, if you have any questions on this, email me, joe@imwithdavis.com. Other than that, I hope you have an amazing day, get lots of sales, and I will talk to you later. Bye.